Dan Larson here from Toy Galaxy. Check out Retro Cynical on YouTube today for knockoffs, all kinds of crazy stuff, all kinds of different toy reviews.
Hey everyone, it's Joe Grotesque. Welcome back to Retro Cynical's Knock It Off, the show all about toy bootlegs and knockoffs. Today we got a real good one. We're going to be talking about Madballs knockoffs. Now some of these could easily be put into the bootleg category because they're so close to the source material, while others try to add their own flair. I'm not about to sit here and lie to you and pretend to be an expert on the subject. I just collect these guys. There's been so many, like oddballs, weird balls, sad balls, the list goes on and on. The information on the internet is kind of scattered out and sparse. So if you know something about these guys that I don't mention in the video, please feel free to mention it in the comments section. So without further ado, let's take a look.
Well, hello gorgeous. Our first contestant's obviously not doing a very good job of hiding the fact that he's supposed to be crackhead slash bash brain for Madballs. In fact, the sculpt is pretty dead on. Really the only difference is the material he's made out of, his overall paint job, and the fact that they try to cover up one of his eyes with this pirate eye patch.
Arr.
But I gotta say, he's got his own charm about him, and by golly, I just love him. Up next, we got another guy that's not very good at disguising what he's knocking off. And he's knocking off one of my favorite Madballs, which is Hornhead. I actually really like the blue coloring of this guy. He'd make a great stand-in if you didn't actually own a Hornhead. He kind of looks like a Hornhead variant. Now this guy is what I believe to be a knockoff of a knockoff. Now there was a knockoff of Arg that was called Laceface, and this is more or less the exact same thing as Laceface, and he may even be a variation of that knockoff, but I have no idea. But he's got this cool tropical paint job that kind of reminds me of those old Hawaiian Sofubi toys. Here's a guy that's not quite hitting the mark on what he's knocking off. He's supposed to be Skullface, but I believe this guy is a knockoff of a knockoff that was from a Bonkers candy promotion. But again, he's got a cool tropical paint job, and I really dig him. This is another ARG knockoff from a mini Frisbee line called Goose. And yeah, it's not a ball at all, but it's pretty clear that he's trying to be that ARG knockoff. I can't bring myself to throw this thing. It's too pretty. Now what happens when you capitalize on the concept of Garbage Pail Kids and Madballs? You get trash head spitballs. And that's what this guy is here. And by God, being a GPK fan and a Madballs fan, this guy's a match made in heaven. And he's also a squirt ball, so you can't go wrong.
Thanks so much once again for watching. If you're not a subscriber and you dig what you see, be sure to click that little bell icon. Or you can hit the icon in the end screen. So until next time, take care.